All right, I'm gonna go over my expectations for using acrylic paints. So I have an object that I'm going to be painting. We have our acrylic paints over here, and we've selected to use our primary colors plus black and white. You'll need water for your area, a placemat to keep your area clean, and no more than 3 brushes. I like one large, I call it thumbnail size, one small, about pinky size, and then one smaller than that if you would like. If you have more brushes than that, then it just takes too long to clean at the end of the period. You're also going to need a piece of copy paper, so I'm going to make this available. Fold it in half, because if it's only 1 sheet thick, it's not quite thick enough, and it'll help us limit our color use. So on this particular piece, I'm going to be painting it a color gradient from red to orange. So I've got my red here, and the way I'd like you to use this is we've got popsicle sticks in the lids, and you just pull it back and dab on some color here onto your paper. And about the size of a dime or a nickel, certainly no larger than that is necessary. And because I'm going to be making some orange, I'm going to go ahead and add some yellow to my paper. And just dab it off to the side. And then I cap this. The reason we're doing this is that so our primaries remain clean. We don't want to take a brush and go into here, because if there happens to be a little red on the brush and then I go into the yellow, the whole thing has been contaminated. So we're going to use the cups this way. And I could even add some black or white. Let's say I wanted to make the color look a little bit more muted later on. I could add in, a dab of black if I would like to. So I don't have to worry about major detail in the beginning of this, so I'm just going to go ahead and start with my red and apply it onto my shape, my form. And I can go ahead and right on my paper, mix the colors and start to blend. If it's wet, it blends easily and you get a nice gradient. So that's the purpose of our paper, is just to keep everything sort of neat. And you want it to be contained on this paper. If you need more, that's fine, but use this up first. If you finish up and you've got like lots of orange or whatever color left over, ask your neighbors if they need a particular color, because I'm going to guess that they will. There's no need to waste our paints. So I'm going to continue, and you can see that slowly it's going from red to orange, and I can just dip right in here and work on it, and I've not made any of my other colors dirty. So let's say I'm finished with this and I'm ready to clean up. First thing, you're going to make sure you've got your half a container of water, and you'll see there's this little ribbed area. You can actually rub your brush on that area, and that helps kind of clean it out. And then you can use your fingertips to squeeze it out. Hopefully when you're painting, you are not getting paint on the collar of the brush, only on the bristles. But if you do get it on the collar of the brush, then later on in the sink, make sure that you're washing this off under running water. And then we put a little soap in the palm of our hand or in the containers that I've left next to the sink, and we go ahead and wash the brush in that soap and rinse it off in cold water. When you're done with your brushes, you want to test them on a piece of paper to see if they're truly clean. This looks like it's clean, but we can tell that it's definitely not. So it's really important to always check your brushes before you put them away. So if you have any questions, this is the time to ask.